thank you very much, and it's really good to hear, first of all, that the competition is going to happen next year, and it's down to individuals like yourself and the committee, Philip, who take on things like this, that we've got such a good cultural offer in Bedford. And it's great to be here in the Quarry Theatre. I can never remember how long it's, I think it's less than a year, it's only summer we came here. And isn't this a wonderful example of a new theatre? And I'm always amazed when I come here that the sort of the meshing on the top to allow the boys to walk and do the lighting without the scariness of falling. I am told they have to empty their pockets of mobile phones because you can lose the mobile phones. And this year, this venue was the Centre for Bedfringe, which is another excellent example of cultural offer in Bedford. And we've also got Bedford Film Festival as well that's happened, and I believe sometime next month I had a film, they were voting on which was the most popular film, and some of us had to put our ideas in. I put Blazing Saddles. They're very worried about the... as I moved from westerns to comedy in my youth. And of course some of the images in there are a bit worrying, and so they're very worried about the political correctness of showing Blazing Saddles. But we are going to show it for a charity event. So lots of things happen. But the amazing thing is the number of volunteers that get involved. How many things are done by volunteers? Very early on in 2009, when I got elected, I said it would be a really good thing to have a reception to ask for 2 volunteers from all the different organisations that give of their time. And somebody from the Council for Voluntary Service said, we know of 650 different groups, and we don't think we know them all. So it became a good idea to a budget problem, and we haven't managed to do that. So I think it's great we've got this. I thank you very much for all the readers and for the committee that organise it. And thank you for asking me to do something that politicians like to give away money is always a good thing. And so I appreciate that. And if you do want to ever promote me politically, Philip, I'm quite happy to be promoted. But thanks for inviting me. It's really good at going from strength to strength. One of the things I should say when I'm up here, if we can help actually approaching it on our website, please get in touch. And the borough, and we try to put it out on our email list just to see if we can get it wider recognition and to give even more work for the volunteers that you've got. So we can double the number of entries next year. It causes you a real headache, but it wouldn't be that good news. Thank you very much for inviting me. Well done to everybody for organising it. I think we're going to, I'll put it up to, so I can have the cheque to hand over too.
All right. The charity that we are supporting this year is the Beanstalk charity, and I'd like Stephanie Field, who's from the Beanstalk charity, to come forward and accept the cheque, please.
Stephanie's son has the same birthday as me.
Okay, so I'd just like to take a few minutes of your time, if that's okay, just to tell you a bit about Beanstalk. Obviously, firstly, thank you very much for the cheque, and I'll talk a little bit more about that when I've explained a bit about Beanstalk. So Beanstalk is a literacy charity that was formed just over 40 years ago by a magistrate in London, Susan Belgrave, who saw young men in particular coming through the court who were illiterate. And she thought, by the time we get here, it's too late. We need to get in at the bottom and inspire reading in our young people. So just her went into a school and started reading with the young children in what we would now call Year 2. So they're sort of 6, 7-year-olds. They've got the basic understanding of words, but it's that inspiration of reading. So she wanted to make reading fun. So through her setting up the charity, it's grown and grown over the 40 years. It's now, there's over 2,900 volunteers across England supporting children in schools. We have 17 area offices, and Bedford is the latest one. It's been going for just about a year. We have about 28 volunteers in Bedfordshire itself, supporting 84 children in 14 schools, which is amazing. Each volunteer spends half an hour twice a week with 3 children. And those 3 children get an hour's quality adult reading time. They play games. If they like the football, then we'll bring in the football page from the local newspaper because the MK Dons won a match, or they like the rugby. Anything to inspire those children to want to read. We play games because they don't realise they're reading if you're playing tops trumps with them, but they are. And it is just that quality time that more and more children aren't getting, whether it's because they're a single parent family or they're a working mum family, or whether there just isn't time in a busy life of playing sport and doing other homework. It's very sad that there are, well, last year 63,000 children in England left primary school under the expected age of reading for their age. And, you know, Beanstalk can do something about that. The cheque itself will pay for a reading helper to go into a school and read with a child for a year, but we're also supported by Save the Children at the moment, and Save the Children will pay for another 2 children to go with that reading helper. So that reading helper will have 3 children, which is led from this: we're going to go to a new school and say we can offer you a reading helper for nothing. Which is an amazing opportunity for 3 children in that school. So thank you very much. It really will make a difference to children in Bedford, or Bedfordshire. It's probably going to be Kempston, because that's an area where we've got a reading helper ready to go, so we want to put her in school as soon as possible. I just wanted to read you a couple of quotes from schools that have got reading helpers in them. So this is from an inclusion manager in a school. She says, Beanstalk is about getting the special magic back into reading, encouraging children to read for enjoyment and relaxation. There is a unique bond between the reading helper and the child, where they spend quality time talking and playing games to enrich children's everyday language. And just another short one. It says, it's all about the quality of the reading helper. They sprinkle our children with magical fairy dust and open up a wonderful world of books to them. So thank you very much for your donation. It will make a real difference. Thank you.